The Ones is brought to you by Ancient, but each experience is brand new.
Meteorologist Matthew East here with you as we continue through this Thursday. I wanted to start off with some really neat shots, and these were given to me by my friend Carrie Campbell, and she did a great job of capturing a really neat phenomenon yesterday evening. This was about 7 o'clock in the evening, and what you see here, this was a big thunderstorm off to the north and west, and then over top of that you had some cirrus clouds. This is basically what's called iridescent clouds, and some really neat phenomena. The sun low enough in the sky that it was just reflecting at the right angle through those high clouds to give some really neat and vivid colors. A really great scene out there across portions of the southern Piedmont yesterday evening. Now, as far as today is concerned, it's hot and it's humid. Some scattered storms remaining in the forecast. But changes for the weekend. High pressure moves on in and sort of wedges down the eastern side of the mountains. The result is going to be cooler temperatures, some clouds and shower chances at times for the weekend. A lot of heat still back in the Mississippi Valley today. 102 the high in Memphis, 104 in Dallas, 103 in Wichita. But notice the cooler air off to the north of us. That's going to begin to ease southward toward our area. Now today, scattered thunderstorms remaining in the forecast, and enough in the way of dynamics aloft that some wind damage potential is there for today with those storms that do pop. And then as we get on into the day tomorrow, the winds will switch around out of the northeast. Still fairly hot tomorrow, but then we will feel the cooler air by Saturday and Sunday. So today, up into the 90s, heat index over 100, scattered thunderstorms continuing to be a possibility right on through this evening. A moderate air quality forecast today. The low at 75, so a warm and muggy night tonight. And then still in the 90s tomorrow. It's still a chance of at least some shower and thunderstorm activity, but then we will get into the cooler air Saturday and Sunday. Looks like mid to upper 80s for highs, and still the chance of showers and maybe a couple thunderstorms.
Our hot and dry weather means everyone has to be a bit more observant about water conditions. The Catawba Watery Drought Management Advisory Group has issued a
Meteorologist Matthew East with you. Sorry about that a few moments ago. These microphones run on batteries. Sometimes batteries die. That's exactly what happened. But now we're back, re-batteried up and ready to go here. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for Cabarrus County and also now southeastern Rowan County. Now under a new severe thunderstorm warning for this very strong thunderstorm over northeastern Cabarrus County. There's probably some nickel or a dime-sized hail somewhere in that range falling with this a little bit to the northwest of Highway 49. This is lifting to the northeast, so if you live along Highway 52 here between Richfield and Rockwell, you're going to be right in the path of this storm. Lots of lightning and thunder with this, as well as the possibility for some small hail, maybe up to the size of nickels, and of course lots of heavy rainfall as well. So severe thunderstorm warning continues for that area as well. Here's the broad view. And that's the strongest storm by far. There are some scattered thunderstorms over Stanley County and also over toward Richmond and eastern Anson County. But at the moment, those are not severe. So a closer look once again here at the severe thunderstorm. And it is this one, just a little bit north and west of Highway 49. And this is lifting off to the northeast anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour. It will be passing from northeastern parts of Cabarrus County into eastern Rowan County here. That's the reason the Weather Service has gone ahead and issued the warning for eastern parts of Rowan County. Now in the immediate Charlotte metro area, a strong thunderstorm here along Interstate 85, a little bit northwest of the Uptown area. In fact, I can show you a pretty ominous view here from the Dowd YMCA camera. Lots of dark clouds here looking back to the north and the west. At the moment, this storm is not severe, but it wouldn't surprise me if it strengthened just a bit more, and we did see a severe thunderstorm warning. It's really not taking much for these thunderstorms to strengthen enough to prompt warnings. And wow, look at that view. This is from our camera to the north of the city looking back southward. Extremely heavy rain just getting ready to encroach upon the city. And if you saw that there, that was a lightning flash inside that heavy rainfall. So in the immediate Charlotte area, at least the downtown area, get ready. The weather about to go downhill extremely fast over the next 15 minutes or so. Right now, temperature sections Rowan County for that complex of thunderstorms that's still probably standing a good chance of producing some large hail anywhere from the Richfield area along Highway 52, extending southwestward now through western parts of Stanley County and still maybe extreme eastern parts of Cabarrus County. Technically, Cabarrus County under the warning until 6 o'clock, but that'll be allowed to drop here relatively soon. Stanley County under the severe thunderstorm warning until 6:15, and southeastern parts of Rowan County also until 6 o'clock. But really the core of this thunderstorm right now sitting over western sections of Stanley County at the present time. Albemarle will be in the path of this relatively soon. Now let's check the Mecklenburg and York County thunderstorm. And first of all, let me mention that the south part of the Charlotte metro area. So again, some reference points for you. Many people, of course, watching us from the Charlotte metro area, and the stuff that's falling right through the heart of Charlotte, yeah, it's rough. Lots of lightning and thunder, heavy rainfall as well, and some gusty winds for sure. But this is really not the severe part of the thunderstorm. That is the part that's back here over northern York County, and will be pushing very, very soon, if not right now, into southern Mecklenburg County. That's going to move on off toward the east, toward the Pineville area, the South Park Mall area. Interstate 77, say anywhere from exit 5 on southward, should feel the brunt of this thunderstorm as we go throughout the next 20 minutes or so. So that's the situation with the Charlotte metro area. And again, back in toward Gaston County and Cleveland County, you're in the all clear now. The showers and storms have come to an end, and it's just simply going to be a quiet evening out there. Checking the National Weather Service information here, see if we have any new information from them. And no, that is just a reissuance of the Mecklenburg and York County thunderstorm. So here's the broad view, what we're looking like right now. And really all the thunderstorm activity has really flared up in intensity as we have gone throughout the last 15, 20 minutes or so. And this activity over western parts of Stanley County really, really intense right now. In fact, I mentioned this a little bit earlier. I'll show you a product here from the Greenville-Spartanburg radar called vertically integrated liquid. Basically, without getting too technical here, that's just a way of showing whether or not hail is falling. And where you see these areas that have the deep yellows and even reds near the Richfield area, extending back southwestward here toward western parts of Stanley County, that's all where there's a good probability that at least some dime or nickel size hail is currently falling. And of course that will match up very well with where you see these purples on the regular reflectivity or the rainfall data here on the radar. The motion here, as you can see, is moving a little bit north due east, and so Albemarle, you will be under the gun from this as we go throughout the next, say, 10 to maybe 15 minutes or so. Richfield, you're right under the strongest part of this thunderstorm and have been for the past, say, 5 minutes or so, down toward Lambert and Locust as well. Much of Stanley County is going to feel the effects of this thunderstorm. Now, back down to our York County and southern Mecklenburg County thunderstorm, and I'll show you the motion on that. It is moving right over the northern part of the Lake Wylie area right now. The motion on this one actually just a little bit south of due east. So it looks like the worst of this thunderstorm is probably going to stay near, say, the 485 loop area there on the south side of Charlotte down toward Pineville, and scraping across northern parts of York County. So again, lots of folks watching from the immediate Charlotte area here, and the thunderstorm is pretty bad. Lots of lightning and thunder, and it's just moved through here the uptown Charlotte area as we've gone through the last 5-10 minutes or so. But that is not the part of the thunderstorm that the severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for. So the broad view here, general thunderstorms occurring up in Rowan County, around the Salisbury area, extending back toward western Cabarrus County and northern Mecklenburg County. All of that activity there is not severe. That's just some good beneficial rainfall. We could still really use all the rain we can get, and we're going to continue to see the rain gradually taper off from west to east as we go throughout the rest of the next couple of hours or so. As I mentioned, back toward Cleveland County and much of Gaston County, you are in good shape now. The cold front basically passed you by. The severe weather threat has ended, and it's going to be a quiet night with gradually clearing skies. But still, here roughly, say, from Interstate 85 on south and eastward, that's where the severe weather threat is going to remain for the next little while. And I tell you, this activity over Stanley County has really gotten increasingly intense here. I would not be surprised if nickel or even quarter size hail is falling with this activity from the Richfield area back toward the Lambert and Locust areas. And guys, I don't know if we have this or not. Just tell me in my ear if you can. If we don't, I'd like to take a look at a couple of the cameras from around the Charlotte metro area and Mecklenburg County and show this thunderstorm area. First of all, I'll look at the Dowd YMCA camera. And really, of course, lots of rain on the lens there. It's been raining very, very heavily. And the worst of the thunderstorm now over for the immediate Charlotte area. And if we can take a look at this thunderstorm, we'll kind of just pan around slowly one way or the other, show you what it looks like, the sky conditions out there. And if we can't do that, that's just fine. I'll just keep talking about it. But in general, the strongest thunderstorms, however, extreme southern Mecklenburg County and northern York County, and also up over Stanley County. So that's the view from the Dowd YMCA camera. I'll sort of flip it over here to our camera to the north of the city and see what that view looks like at the present time. And boy, look at that. Sort of a neat view, very heavy rainfall falling just off to the east of the city here and also just off to the west of the city. Just lots of thunderstorm activity out there right now. But again, the severe part of and this is still just a strong line of thunderstorms